Okay, now we are going to know about further the same medicinal creeper, that is after Mara's stories. What are the relevant facts which will prove that this creeper is having some medicinal qualities? Now it has been a long time since I told that estate in Mara is also dead and gone. In fact, that estate where accidentally they came to know about this medicinal creeper one day when they were preparing the coffee seed bed and a shade for that. Okay, that was the first time the writer came to know about this medicinal creeper. After that, Mara went on narrating different stories related to medicinal creeper. But all those stories, to a maximum extent, they were cock and bull stories. But now that estate is also sold by the narrator. That is by the writer, Purnachandra Tejasvi. He had owned his own estate near somewhere western Ghats of Karnataka, that is sold, and Mara is also no more. Okay, Mara is also no more. He is dead. After he expired, it is difficult to dismiss all of Mara's stories as bunkum. Okay, Mara's stories could not be rejected. Okay, saying that they were all nonsense. Bunkum means nonsense. Bunkum means nonsense. Saying that bunkum, the writer could not reject all the stories of Mara because he had given some hint, truth, fact about the medicinal creeper, but they needed lots of research. Some little detail remains to bother your conscience. Conscience means your intelligence, your self-introspection. Okay? The total disinterest that Mara showed in trying to argue with us or convince us for the matter to lie or tell the truth continues to bother us. Whenever the writer asked any question to Mara, he was just telling the story but not making much attempt to give him the facts. Okay, either because he did not know or because he did not want to share. That was unclear even for the writer. Okay, now what is the next thing, that is new thing which he gets to know? After a long time, Mara's medicinal creeper was back in the news. Once again, some news is there about this medicinal creeper. This time I saw Aparna tying it to a nearby tree. I asked him whether he knew its uses. Okay. Now after Mara, Aparna is doing the job of tying the creeper to a nearby tree. First time Mara did that. Next time he saw that Aparna, who was writer's farm hand, he knew about Tamanna. That fellow was doing the same job of tying it to a nearby tree. Earlier it was being done by Mara. Now the writer is asking whether he know anything about the medicinal creeper. For that, he did not know. I believe if you squeeze the juice of these leaves, milk becomes hard. Okay. If the juice of medicinal creeper is mixed with milk, okay, if the juice of this medicinal creeper is mixed with milk, that milk becomes hard. Okay, this milk is going to become hard substance. Otherwise, it will be in liquid state. Now, again, what the writer is going to understand from this that we are going to know? I thought that probably the leaf of this creeper must be sour. Okay. Why the milk becomes hard? If anything which is sour, which is going to be mixed with the milk, that is going to change the nature of the milk. When you squeeze something sour into the milk, it spoils and curdles. I thought this was being mistaken for hardening of milk. I asked Aparna, have you seen it happen? Anything which is sour, okay, whether it is tamarind, lemon juice, anything which is having the sour taste, if the juice is mixed with milk, that is going to become hard. It means the milk is going to get spoiled and it changes its nature into the nature of curds. It means it gets curdled. Okay, that is mistaken for becoming hard. That is what the writer understands from the narration given by Aparna about the medicinal creeper. Maybe these people understands it has become hard only because it is mixed with the juice which is having the sour taste. If it is mixed with milk, that is going to make it curd. That's why the people believe that it is going to change. Okay, it is not that only medicinal creeper, anything which is having the sour taste can do the job of making it hard. Okay, now this is the insight the writer is going to get from it. Further, he asked a question to Aparna. Have you seen it happen to become hard? Have you seen it really in real times? Have you tested it? This kind of question is going to ask to Aparna. That is what people say. Where can I find milk for all such experiments? He replied. When the writer asked whether he had tried, whether he had seen, it is going to become hard. For that, Aparna said, I don't find milk for such experiments. I don't do experiments. That is what people say. On the basis of the people saying, I also believe that this juice will make the milk hard. When he said that, is there any basis for the stories that are spread about the plants and herbs? He is asking the question to himself. The writer is asking the question to himself, is there any basis for such stories which are spread around the region about the plants and herbs? He is asking. Then I wondered whether I should squeeze the leaves into milk and see what happens. He decided to test himself. He decided to conduct an experiment on whatever Aparna said. He also said, instead of criticizing others for not knowing, I thought it would be better to check it out on my own. Why should I criticize others for not knowing anything about it? Always the writer is asking the questions to the people like Mara and Aparna, but they never gave proper answers. And he was also criticizing the people. These people are idiots or fools. They are ignorant. They don't know anything. Simply they say something and other things. Like this, he used to criticize. He decided, instead of criticizing others for not knowing anything about it, why should I not try myself? He decided to conduct an experiment. After that, what he did, I plucked some leaves from the creeper and took them to my friend Chandru, who is a plant pathologist. He is having a friend, the writer, Tejasvi, is having a friend, that is Chandru. He was a plant pathologist. Writer, having plucked some leaves of this medicinal creeper, he went to his friend. There, I told him what I had heard about this plant. about this medicinal creeper, whatever Aparna had told, same thing he shared with Chandu. It means if the juice of this medicinal creeper is mixed with milk, it is going to become hard. He shared the information with Chandu. He doesn't know, but it is an information from Aparna that he shared with Chandu. When he told that, we decided to conduct the experiment and brought a liter of milk. So both of them decided to conduct the experiment. Now they have brought a liter of milk. They have brought a liter of milk. The other scientists, friends, laughed at us. They said that we were wasting a liter of good milk listening to all kinds of cock and bull stories. What did the other scientists, friends, they did? They started to laugh at these two people. Because according to these scientists, they were wasting a liter of good milk based on the stories of the region, based on the stories which were told by the people in that region. They were all cock and bull stories. According to them, they were all cock and bull stories. They could not be believed. They could not be believed. Believing those people, they were wasting a liter of good milk. That is what the scientists criticized these two people. Once we had decided to play the fools, we couldn't care less about others laughing at us. So we put the milk and leaves into a mixer and switched it on. They did not want to care about the criticism of these people. They decided to conduct the experiment. That's why they opened the packet of, either they have brought the packet milk or they have brought in a vessel, we don't know, but they have put the water into the mixer. They have put the medicinal creeper, the leaves of the medicinal creeper also into the same mixer. They stirred it well. After that, what they did? They mixed, now they have mixed the milk and the medicinal creeper properly, and after that what they are going to do? After they were thoroughly mixed, we poured it into a vessel. They have got the vessel into which they have poured the mixture of milk and medicinal creeper. We watched for some time to see whether it would become curd or remain as it was. For some time they did not touch it. They waited for some time to know that what is going to happen to that mixture. They waited for some time. And then what they are going to do? Nothing happened for a couple of minutes. Nothing changed. It was as before. Just like how it was before, the same thing was there after 2-3 minutes also. Just as I decided that we had indeed wasted a liter of milk, I pressed it again, that had become firm and rubbery. Having thought that really they had wasted a good milk, a liter of good milk, as it was said by the scientists, again he touched the milk. This milk had become hard as it was told by Aparna's words have become true. Now the scientists who were criticizing them, they became fools. Their experiment has become successful. They have confirmed that the story had some kind of truth. It was not the only story, it was a fact. It was becoming hard if it was mixed with medicinal creeper. It has become firm and rubbery. It means it has become hard. When we inverted the vessel, the whole thing fell out like a molded cast. What the writer did, he inverted the vessel. He inverted the vessel. When he inverted the vessel, the mill, that has become hard, that fell out like a molded cast. So then this creeper had some qualities. Now the writer believed it has got some qualities. What are those qualities? Now it was our turn to wonder. But the problem was that despite all of this, we did not know which disease or diseases it cured. Of course, it is having some capacity. But there was again some confusion, some questions remained to bother. They could not understand what kind of disease or diseases it could cure. That they could not understand. Though no one seemed to know, just like Mara, all and sundry used to go around tying this creeper to the nearest plant and muttering, "Stay here." I never seen anyone actually go back to untie it and take it home for some ailment. Ailment means disease, illness. In that region, everyone used to go and tie the medicinal creeper to a nearby tree, but no one was taking that plant for some ailment. The writer had not seen anyone was taking this medicinal creeper for any purpose, for any disease, for any ailment. Only he had seen everybody was going there and they were tying it to a nearby tree. This was the thing commonly happening in that region. Now, in the next level, another fact is going to be revealed to the writer. What is that? Time passed and once again I forgot about Mara's medicinal creeper. He is not thinking about the same medicinal creeper for some time. After a long time, once again, the same medicinal creeper comes to picture in a different way. What is that? The other day, my erstwhile farm hand Krishna came to me. He had a person in his farm who was working as a servant. That fellow's name is Krishna. This fellow left his job as a servant to Tejasvi after having worked for some time. He was perfectly healthy the last time I had seen him, but now he was standing before me pale and breathless. This fellow Krishna, he left his job was working as a servant to Tejasvi in his farm, in his estate. He worked for some time. After that, he left the job. He went there. When he left, he was perfectly alright. There was no problem with his appearance or health. He was good enough. He was good in appearance. He was good in health. He was sound. Okay. He had the sound health. But again, this same fellow has come to meet Tejasvi. Now he is appearing pale, weak, breathless. He is unable to breathe when he is standing in front of Tejasvi. He had stopped working in the estate some time ago and was driving a rickshaw. This fellow, after he left his job from his farm, he started to drive a rickshaw. He started to drive a rickshaw. That is how he was earning his livelihood. Apparently, when he changed his job, he started passing blood with his stools. He was losing blood with his stools. Okay. With his toilet, whenever he passed the toilet, he was losing even the blood. That made him breathless. He was unable to stand. That way he had become down. Now it had become more serious and he was tired, breathless, wheezy. I thought he must be having piles. When he learned that he was passing blood with his tools, suddenly Tejasvi understood that he was suffering from a problem called piles that is related to anus. Okay. As far as I knew, the only allopathic treatment for piles was surgery. What was the treatment, allopathic treatment for piles? That was surgery. Many people give Ayurvedic medicine for this, but it doesn't work. Most of the time it doesn't work. People don't have the patience to test and try with Ayurvedic medicine. They go for surgery only. That is related to allopathic treatment. I felt sorry for this man who used to work hard to earn a living. He was driving a rickshaw and he was earning some amount that was not good enough to lead his life. It was sufficient only for the day-to-day expenditure. To lead every day, he was struggling like anything. He was finding it was hard to earn a living with his work as a driver for auto rickshaw. With a wife and small children at home, I wondered how he could manage expensive surgical treatment at the hospital, which meant several days of hospitalization and so lack of work and income. According to Purnachandra Tejasvi, the only treatment, allopathic treatment for piles was surgery. If he had undergone surgical treatment, he had to take rest for some days. He is having a wife and children. Okay. All of them are mainly dependent on his income only. That is again very less. He was getting very low income with his rickshaw, from his rickshaw driving. Okay. If he undergoes surgery, what he can do, how he can manage his family, because he has to take rest, he has to spend money for the surgical treatment, that is again expensive. During the time of his surgery and rest, he cannot work, he cannot earn money. How he can manage his family? That bothered Purnachandra Tejasvi. Purnachandra Tejasvi worried about his life if he had undergone the surgical treatment for piles. Without income, how could he run his family? Without work, without income, how could he do that? So that was bothering the writer. He took some money from me and went to the hospital. The doctors there advised him surgery. Krishna was scared. Already the writer had told everything in detail about the problems which he had to face after the treatment. The same thing happened when he went to the doctor. Having taken the money, some money from the writer, he went to a doctor. The doctor told him to go for surgery. He became scared. Krishna became scared. Okay. He felt whatever the writer said, it was true, real. That's why what he did. Krishna knew a Malayali sadhu. Krishna knew a Malayali sadhu. Malayali sadhu. This godman had treated Krishna on an earlier occasion when Krishna had started developing boils all over his body. The godman had given Krishna the bark of some tree which he was supposed to crush and mix with duck's eggs and eat. The full course of the treatment was 10 days. It seems Krishna had been completely cured, and after the treatment he never got a boil again. Krishna went to see the God man again. Krishna knew a Malayali sadhu. He was considered as a God man in that region because he was giving the treatment for various diseases. Once Krishna was suffering from boils all over his body. Okay. At that time he had met this girl, Malayali sadhu. He had given a treatment that was some bark of a tree that was supposed to be crushed and mixed with duck's eggs. Okay. That had to be taken for 10 days. Krishna was advised to consume the mixture of the crushed bark and the duck's eggs for 10 days. After he consumed that medicine for 10 days, he never got the boils again. He never got the boils again. He was completely cured. Having remembered, Krishna once again, now for his piles problem, went to the same God man, to Malayali sadhu. Now, God man had become old. Earlier, when he had gone for his problems with respect to boys, he was young, he was okay, he was having enough strength to move around to get the medicine that is related to Ayurvedic medicine. He had to bring some bark or herbs, plants from the forest that he used to give for various kinds of diseases. Now he has become old. He cannot move. This fellow is not able to move around. That way he has become old. When he could not go to the forest to get the medicine for Krishna's problem, what he did? Apparently he told Krishna that he did not have the strength to search for the plant, but that he would describe it. Krishna had to search for this plant, dig out the tuberous root, mix it with milk and drink the medicine for 5 days. What was the advice given by Malayali sadhu for his problem? Since he has become old and he could not search for the plant, he described about the medicinal creeper. Described about the medicinal plant. This fellow Krishna had to go himself to the forest and he had to find the plant based on the description given by Malayali sadhu, and he has to dug out the tuberous root. Dug out the tuberous root of that plant, and he had to mix that tuberous root with the milk, and he had to consume it for 5 days. For 5 days. Okay. Now Krishna has gone to do the same thing. The next day I saw Krishna looking for this medicinal creeper. When I listened to his description, I was sure that he was looking for the same creeper which Mara and Aparna had tied to the nearest tree. I took him to the plant. We had to dig quite a bit to get the tuber. What the writer did? The next day, the writer found Krishna was searching for something. Okay? Based on the description given by Malayali sadhu, Krishna is searching for the same medicinal plant in the forest. When the writer found it, he learned from it. He learned from Krishna about the description, and then he understood that it was the same medicinal creeper which used to be tied by Aparna and Mara whenever they found it. Immediately Tejasvi took Krishna to the place where it was tied by Aparna or Mara. There they dug out the earth. They took the tuberous root. Okay. Now Krishna has taken with him the tuber to mix it with milk and to eat it. Krishna ground this root and drank it with milk. The same thing, whatever the Malayali Sadhu had told him, he did. What he did, he crushed the root, he mixed with milk and he started to consume. Within a day, his piles improved. Just in one day only, he found some improvement in this problem related to piles. Okay? He was completely cured in 5 days. In 5 days, he was totally cured. The piles disappeared. The problem of piles completely disappeared. He did not have any problem with it. He was completely cured in 5 days. Krishna bid goodbye to his job as a rickshaw driver. After that, he stopped to work as a rickshaw driver. Okay? He changed his job now. He decided to do some other job, and now we shall come back to the knowledge, the information, the power of medicinal creeper on Tejasvi. It has shown its effect on the Krishna's piles. Now, what is the effect on Tejasvi that we are going to know? Even more strange was what happened to me when we had dug up the root. I ate just a small piece of it just to see how it tasted. It was slightly bitter. Both Tejasvi and Krishna, they were digging in order to get the root of the medicinal creeper. At that time, just out of curiosity, to know the taste of this root, what Tejasvi did, he had eaten a small piece of it. He had eaten a small piece of this root. Now, that has given some result on him. What is that result? One thing he understood, that the taste was bitter. Okay. After he tasted, after he had eaten, it has changed some problem what he was facing in his body. That we are going to learn. My right heel had been paining for quite some time. It is related to Purnachandra Tejasvi, the writer. He had a problem in his right heel. It was always giving pain. If he had to walk long distances, I would start limping. It means due to the effect of pain, he used to limp if he had walked for longer distances. After reaching some longer distance, he used to limp. In addition, of late, there was a swelling next to the bone of my heel. There was also a swelling. One thing, there was pain, and he used to limp if he had walked for longer distances. Due to the effect of it, he had also got a swelling in the right leg next to the heel. Okay. The surgeon had said that it had to be surgically removed, but I noticed that a few days after I had eaten the piece of fruit, the swelling had disappeared. In fact, the writer had gone to consult the doctor. That fellow had suggested him to undergo surgery for removing the swelling. After he had eaten this tuber, that root, that swelling is gone. He is not having the swelling at all. This is the result of after he had eaten the tuberous root. Okay. Now, again, the writer is thinking. What he is thinking? how can I say that this was the effect of the creeper? Of course, the swelling is gone. There is no pain in the limb. He is perfectly alright. The doctor had suggested him surgery. Without undergoing surgery, after eating the tuberous root, he is cured. He is not having any swelling or pain. But how come it is because of the medicinal creeper only? That question is always testing him, checking him, haunting him. It could have been purely accidental. It might be a coincidence. Okay, it cannot be clear. It cannot be clearly said that it is because of the tuberous root only. Even if it was so, there are various types of swelling that occur in the human body, and this particular plant may be effective on only some of them. Who is going to do research into all these aspects? Any medicinal plant can cure some problems, some diseases, some swellings. Okay, how can a same plant can cure multiple types of problems? It is highly impossible. There is no such medicine which is one medicine can cure all types of diseases or problems. Okay, so that question is always making the writer to think. Think. This is happening forever in the case of Tejasvi. How can it cure various types of swelling? There could be various types of swellings in the body. On which type of swelling it is having its effect? How can we say that? How can we say that that swelling in his right hip cured only because of the tuber? It is undecided. It is not clear to the writer. For people like Mara, research is of no importance at all. Of course, we have to conduct some research on this medicinal creeper. Who is going to do that research? The government, the doctors, the scientists. Who is going to do that? People like Mara do not understand anything about research. It is not at all important for them. They don't give any sort of importance for doing research. Even Malayali even the Malayali god man shared his knowledge with Krishna only because he was too old and weak, or else he would have gone to the forest himself and given Krishna the medicine as a secret potion. Whoever is practicing Ayurvedic treatment, all of them practice it secretly. Okay? They don't reveal the secret of the medicinal plants. They don't reveal to anybody. Secretly they give the medicine. The person who is going to consume it will not know how he got cured, what kind of plant he consumed. That he will not know. So, the reason is that will be given by the person without giving the knowledge to the consumer. That is the problem in our country, in the Indian medicinal system. The Malayali sadhu also had given on 2 different occasions the treatment for Krishna. Once when he was suffering from boils, the next time when he was suffering from piles. When he gave the medicine for piles, he had given the description about the medicinal creeper. Krishna himself had to go and search for the medicinal plant in the forest based on the description given by the sadhu. Because he was old. He was unable to go to the forest. He was unable to search for it because he had become old and weak. Otherwise, he himself would have gone to the forest in search of the medicinal plant, and he would have himself have brought the medicinal plant and given it to Krishna for the piles problem. Always, this is the practice of all the related to Ayurvedic medicine across India. But they don't do research. One of the problems is that these native doctors believe that if they told others about their medicines, the medicines would lose their potency. See that? Why they don't share any knowledge about the medicinal plants? Because they believe that if they share the knowledge about the medicinal plant, they are not going to work. They are going to lose their potency as a medicine. That's why the native doctors do not share the knowledge of the medicinal plants. They always give the medicine secretly. They maintain secrecy. They don't reveal the knowledge. They don't share the information with anybody. That's how they are going to maintain. Because of this fact, because of this belief, India's native medicinal systems are on the verge of extinction. Today, we don't find anybody believes in Ayurvedic medicine and depends on Ayurvedic medicine. Either because of the two reasons. One is because the people are not there who knows about the plants, or because the medicinal plants are not available. The people who have knowledge about the medicinal plants are not there. They don't know anything, or they don't share the knowledge. Because of these facts, always we find that Indian medicinal system is in the verge of extinction. It means we will not know anything at all about the Indian medicinal system in future after some years. Always we will have to depend only on allopathic treatment, either because the people have not shared the knowledge, or because there is no research on the Indian medicinal system. Like this, whatever the information, whatever the tradition is there in the Indian society related to medicinal plants, Purnachandra Tejasvi, to the best of his effort and capacity, he made an attempt in giving some kind of motivation, inspiration for all the people to do something related to Indian medicinal system, because it is going to become extinct in future. Okay, thank you.